What's going on, everyone? I've got a super fun Call of Duty Ghosts class setup for you today. This one that I've named Breacher is based on those SWAT teams that storm into buildings to take out armed and dangerous perpetrators who are holding out with hostages. The Breacher being the guy who leads the way with his shotgun, blowing off the locks to the door to allow the rest of the squad in. We seem to have got loads of criminal players in Call of Duty Ghosts who camp it up in corners and spoil the fun for the rest of us, so this class is a great way to get your own back on those pesky campers and use all the tools and equipment we've got available to take them down. So to tackle all those building squatters in game, we're going to have to make use of one of the shotguns, and the most modern tactical shotgun in the game has got to be the TAC-12. A lot of the other shotguns do look like they're straight from the Victorian era with a kind of steampunk style. One attachment that's going to be a perfect fit for this Breacher theme is the Muzzle Brake. Not only does the Muzzle Brake offer our shotguns increased range, which is important for in-game performance, but the style of the Muzzle Brake in-game with those sharp, jagged teeth is a good reference to real life, with these muzzle brakes being used on shotguns to jam into a door to either blow off the hinges or blow out the lock. We're going to leave this as the only attachment for authenticity's sake, but there's no harm in selecting another attachment such as an optic or maybe the extended mag. But other than that muzzle brake, there's no real reason to use any other attachments. The iron sights are perfectly adequate, there's no real need for a foregrip on a pump action shotgun, and the magazine size of 10 rounds is more than enough, so you don't really need the extended mag attachment. We're going to leave the secondary option blank and instead put some points towards both a lethal and a tactical equipment option. In real life, C4 explosives come in particularly handy when blowing out doors or windows to gain access to a building. There's no destructibility of this kind in Call of Duty, but we can use the C4 to blow those campers out of their hole. You'll often find people on rooftops in Call of Duty Ghosts which is out of range for your shotgun, so tossing up a little lump of C4 and detonating it with that double tap reload button is the best way to take them out. Flashbang Grenades are another authentic choice we can make in this Call of Duty Ghosts class setup. Nowadays we've got the 9-bang grenade, which is like the flashbang on steroids. If you charge this up long enough, you'll get a series of multiple bangs which disorient, blind and deafen your enemies to give you the perfect chance to storm in and take them out. Now, the perk setup is really where we can tie in all these equipment selections to the theme of this Breacher class. So first up, we'll go with a couple of options which are going to benefit our use of a shotgun. So steady aim is going to provide us with increased hipfire accuracy, which is always important when using the shotgun, so you get that tighter pellet spread and more likelihood of a one-shot kill. Then because shotguns are a super close range weapon, you're going to need to close the gap on the enemy to get into that deadly range, so the agility perk is going to grant us increased movement speed on top of the already fast mobility from using a shotgun. This is particularly handy when storming into a room after you've thrown your flashbang in order to take out the camper before that flashed effect wears off. And the rest of the perk selections tie in perfectly to those selections of the 9-bang grenade and C4. First up, extra tactical at just a 1-point perk is going to give us, as the name suggests, an extra tactical grenade. This means we can either affect our enemies with a double whammy of flashbangs, or we can keep one in reserve for taking out the next camper who crosses your path. It's always frustrating when you toss in a flashbang grenade to then end up flashing yourself in the process, so the second choice we'll make is the TAC resist perk. Now you might think you can leave this out if you're a little bit more careful with your flashbang grenades, but the problem is once you've thrown that flashbang grenade in and you've waited for those 9 bangs, by the time you've made your way into the room and got close enough to take the enemy out with your shotgun, those effects have already started to wear off and you end up getting gunned down in return. But with the TAC resist perk, you can enter the room as soon as you hear that first bang to allow you to close up the gap while the enemy is completely disorientated. Charging up that 9-bang grenade can take a while to get those full effects, which in the meanwhile can result in you getting pegged by someone else entirely. So next up we'll go with the 1-point perk of Strong Arm, which is going to decrease that charge time on the 9-bang, allowing you to get that full effect in just a few seconds. Strong Arm is also going to help you throw that grenade much further. The closer you can get it to the enemy, the more they're going to feel those effects. Then there's one more 1-point perk named Recon, which really fits into the theme. Recon tags enemy players on the minimap who have been hit by your explosive or flashbang damage. So leading with a C4 or that 9-bang is going to allow you to see exactly which corner that camper is hiding in. What you might not know is that the 9-bang grenade plus the Recon perk is a really good combination. If you throw in a fully charged 9-bang and get multiple hits on your target, you'll notice that not only will the enemy be pinpointed on the radar, but it'll also be given that bright orange glow, much like the Oracle, allowing you to see exactly where they are through walls. So if you've got a suspicion that there's some enemies lurking inside a building, then just lead with a C4 or a flashbang grenade to get a heads up on exactly where they are in order for you to storm in and blow their brains out with your shotgun. But there's a few more in-game features that we can make use of that really fit into this Breacher theme. For the killstreak selections, we'll go with the support package and select the 3 options of ballistic vest, support squad mate and the ground jammer. Whenever you see SWAT teams preparing for a breach, you'll always see them kitting up with bulletproof vests, so the ballistic vest reward is going to give you and your teammates that extra bit of protection from enemy incoming fire, which is always handy when trying to tackle an enemy who's crouched in a corner and already aiming down sights. The support squad mate that you acquire after 11 points often doesn't prove to be very useful, but it fits into the theme quite well since you want to get behind the guy with the riot shield when breaching a room. It would have been nice if this guy followed you around like the guard dog and got in front of you to protect you with that riot shield, but instead he often just wanders around the map on his own, securing a couple of kills by bashing people over the head or taking them out with his pistol. But one more score streak reward which really fits into the theme is the ground jammer. Before breaching a room and taking out terrorists, SWAT teams will often ditch the lights and cut communications, so the ground jammer is kind of a good reference to this, so it can take away the enemy's defences to make it easier to take them down. So if you've been annoyed with the infestation of campers in Call of Duty Ghosts, then definitely give this class setup a try. It's great fun when you successfully pull off a breach move by leading with a flashbang, then taking down an enemy who's disoriented and stunned. But that combination of the Recon perk plus these explosives is a great way to tackle those slightly more intelligent campers who relocate to another corner after each kill. This way you'll know exactly where they are thanks to them being highlighted on your minimap or even outlined in a bright orange glow. So if you do have some fun with this class, or if you just enjoyed my video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up down below just to help spread the word and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to check out the link in the description to see the full playlist to watch back any of the previous class setup videos. Alternatively, you can hit that subscribe button to stick around for all my upcoming videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.